so lopsided back in 2013.
Yeah, you don't know how things change and play out. Now, keep in mind, Boston's been through some things, injuries that kind of curtailed some stuff. But now it's the Nets that find themselves in a position to really, really compete for a title this year.
Well, Sean Marks coming through that Spurs organization and getting a chance to run this team. It's
3 different types of games, but yet and still those 3 mesh. I've been amazed myself on that one.
Here goes Kyrie Irving. And
Sean and I, he's one of my 800 teammates. You know, I had 800 teammates that played for 12 teams, but we were together in Miami. And just gives you...
In game 4, Boston led by 1 at the end of 1. Tatum shakes.
Improving his game is not always the shooting, the scoring. It's the little things like this, to be able to stop, pivot, turn, be on balance.
Shamet for 3. And back tap to Kyrie Irving. It's going to be a 3rd chance here. Now Johnson the left.
Had a hand in a couple offensive rebounds.
Back and Durant with a block. In transition come the Nets. A lead by Harden and Durant scores.
KD with the block here. I mean, look at that. That and Tatum the last 30 seconds, and you have the timeout.
And got to run out.
Cut down on the possessions if you're the Celtics. Boston has to figure out ways like this maybe to get out in transition.
And just like that,
the other 2 of the big 3 are sitting on the vine trying to get a little rest.
There's Landry Shamet. And off the win. Claxton been dealing with a lot of injuries. Had a right knee injury. Harden's got 6 assists already. Peyton Pritchard there with Claxton. Saw Jason Tatum ready to check back in. Griffin will join him. Pritchard, bullet pass out to Jabari, going back the last 6 seasons.
Yeah, that right there is a little skewed, like numbers don't tell the whole story. Look at the teams that and the players.
And of course, that's first year with those particular teams.
Right.
Nash is a first-year coach ever, never coached at any level, was a consultant with the Golden State Warriors, 104 points between the 3. But tonight, Harden's got 16 points, 7 assists already, and 6 rebounds. Perhaps on his way to a triple-double. The big 3 on the floor now. Kevin Durant for 3.
And it was my pleasure to play with Steve, and I just got to dart right down the middle of the lane, get out the way.
Washington will extending that series, and we'll see if Joel Embiid is able to return. That's a big story in that one. You just never know. Never know how a series changes. You fight as long as you can, and that's been the message for Brad Stevens and the Celtics leading up to tonight. As Evan closing out well. This is a good defensive possession for them. Smart lets Kyrie Irving go by and
kind of knock the cobwebs loose a little.
Point, Brooklyn lead. And that one's...
This Brooklyn team beat you with a hand in the face.
Langford elevated into the starting lineup the last 2 games. Here's Joe Harris, passed it up. Harris on the drive, leaves it. Kyrie Irving, back to Griffin, and Griffin right there.
Plays when you talk to Steve Nash that he really wants, and beautiful eight here. All right, coming off, Kyrie doesn't have it, make a decision. Blake.
Oh, playoff games. Think about Boston's great playoff history. No one's gone the 50.
The elongated career maybe of Reggie Lewis. And then how about...
Great promise, Len Bias. Here goes Durant, nice pass, and Boston in the bonus. That'll put Smart on the line and crashing into Marcus Smart. Smart wants to push, going after Shamet, gives it up. Romeo Langford for...
Again, get the stops here. Good rotation, good contest that time by Tatum. Rotations right here, and Jason Tatum straight up.
Is out. Shot clock late here. Durant over Langford, and Durant. Jason Tatum called on Brown. Dawn at 6'11". Claxton gets a touch here. Thompson on him. 3 quick team fouls on the Celtics as Harden.
But this is James Harden, very efficient, 9 for 10 from the free throw line.
Lost the handle briefly. Now some movement. Here goes Harris. Gives it up. Claxton, a 2-handed jam. The rest of this quarter. So now Brooklyn goes small here. Claxton out. Gave him great minutes tonight. Durant for 3. Got it. Kevin. There's a steal. Bruce Brown snuffed it out. gives it to Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer is good. Back.
The Sharks start circling right here. Kevin Durant with the pull-up three. Keep in mind, Boston had cut this lead to 8, and then in transition, Brown to Kyrie for 3 more. Extends the lead. My goodness, how quick was that?
I don't know if you saw the clock there. James Harden coming off that 18-assist game, a playoff record for him in Game 4. Of his 18 assists, 9 of those were on made three-pointers. Of his 10 assists tonight, 6 of them are made three. Big run since. And it's going to be the end of the line for the Celtics as Durant now just...
I think now you can start to talk about this next series and what it looks like with the Milwaukee Bucks.
And they are coming to a roar here at Barclays Center as Joe Harris, he games. The Nets will advance at a date with the Milwaukee Bucks.